Okay guys, welcome back today again to Beginner's Drawing, and today is gonna be a fantastic learning. Okay, and today what we're gonna be learning is how to draw a cycloid. Yeah, most people actually don't know how to draw a cycloid, which is usually a problem. And I'm gonna teach you an easy method in drawing a cycloid. Just make sure you pay attention and don't forget I said it's fantastic. So here we go. To draw a cycloid, first let's just say we're given about a plan uh, of radius 2 centimeters. Okay, so first we draw a circle of about radius 2 centimeters, which is the plan. So you have something like this. Good. Now after you draw a circle of radius 2 centimeters, then you divide the circle of radius 2 centimeters into a number of 12 equal parts. Recall, in dividing a circle into a number of 12 equal parts, you take from the center point of the circle, you draw a straight line through it, a horizontal straight line, and after that, you draw a vertical straight line. So you have this. Make sure it's a vertical straight line passing through the center of the circle to avoid error. Okay, kind of mistake here. Make sure it passes through the center of the circle. So now we have this. This one actually passed through the center of the circle. So after doing that, then you now divide the other parts of the circle into a number of 12 equal parts. Yeah, you complete it. So to complete, you divide the circle into a number of 12 equal parts. If you could recall, you use the 30 by 60 degrees set square, which is this. Then you come here. Make sure or take note when dividing a circle into a number of 12 equal parts. Always make sure that the meeting point of both set square is parallel to the center horizontal line. As you can see, the meeting point here is parallel to the center horizontal line. So you have this. Then you got this. So after that, you turn your set square to the back, applying the same method of division. Make sure the meeting point of both set squares is parallel to the horizontal line. Always take note of that to get an accurate division of a circle to a number of 12 equal parts. Then we have this. Good job. Then if you do that, congratulations. That's step 1. Then we number it. Make sure your numbering starts from the bottom. And when you're numbering, it starts from the bottom, and you number the bottom what? 0. Then you go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and wait, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then we now have 8, we have 9, then we have 10 and 11. So now I've divided the circle into a number of 12 equal parts. 0 is also equals to 12, so don't confuse yourself. So now after dividing the circle into a number of 12 equal parts, the next step now is to draw a straight line. A straight line, yeah, which is the plane to which the point is gonna move. So we have this. Draw a straight line from the base, point 1. Then after you draw the straight line, the next step now is to take divisions. That is, divide the straight line into a number of 12 equal parts. So to divide the straight line from the bottom of the plan, to divide it into a number of 12 equal parts, just take a division on the circle. You can see it's the same division here. So you take a division on the circle, then you step it off. You take a division of the circle, So this is a division of the circle here. And you can see it's the same on all parts. You can see, due to equal division of the circle. So you say, so you take equal division, you take a division on the circle or the plan, then you step it off 12 times. Make sure when you're stepping it off, make sure you note the points. So you have 2, step it off 12 times. You have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we have 9, 10. So we have 11 and 12. Take notes. You mark those points again to show them clearly. So these are the points. These are the division points of the straight line drawn from the base 0, drawn from the base of the plan to side. So we have this. So these are the division line. So after you draw these lines, after you divided the straight line drawn from the base of the plan, you now radiate vertical lines. Yes, you radiate vertical lines. You radiate vertical lines. Or you see you radiate perpendiculars to what? To the straight line. Make sure you number the points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and what? 12. Then from this point on the from this point on the straight line, radiate perpendiculars. Make sure that these perpendiculars are parallel to each other. By viewing it from your ruler here, you see it's parallel. As I'm gonna know if it's parallel. You can see mine is parallel. Yeah, all what's parallel. 2 parallel, parallel, parallel. So you make the lines parallel to each other. Don't forget, you can see, I can view my pencil, what I've drawn here, the horizontal line from here, the vertical line from there, and I'll make it parallel to the other one. So we have this. So draw parallel lines. Make sure you draw parallel lines upward. Draw parallel lines upward. So after draw parallel lines upward. So now, congratulations. Step 2, you've passed. So after radiating perpendiculars from each point on the straight line drawn from the base of the plan, then our next step now is to draw circles. With center of these perpendiculars, you draw circles. That is the center line of perpendicular line 1. To get center point of perpendicular 1, you just take that same radius of your plan, then you cut an arc, then you cut an arc on the perpendicular 1, then you draw a circle. Make sure when you are drawing the circle, make sure that you are careful. You move gently, and here we go. This is the delicate part which most people find it problematic. Yes, this is the part which people find it problematic, but it's too easy. So you come from 2, you cut an arc at 2, then you make sure with that center of that arc, you draw the next following circle. Very easy. Most people find it difficult, but it's too easy. Just take it gently and softly. No rushing, no shaking. Just take it gently. So you see, I have that one. So with the center point 3 and that same radius, you cut an arc around here. Then with center point of that arc, you draw on that circle. This is of the same radius as the plan. Then you draw on that circle. Good. Note, each of these circles is assigned to each of these circles is assigned to that of the perpendicular. That is, the circle which are drawing to the perpendicular is the circle of the perpendicular. So this is circle of perpendicular 4 that we're drawing now. So we have this. Make sure you draw them to reach 12. Yes, we're going to draw them to reach 12. So we have this from point here. We cut an arc at here. And the arc is of the same radius of what? The same radius of the plan. So take it gently. Don't rush. It's very easy. It's that easy. Okay? So from 6, you cut an arc. From 6, you cut another arc. Then, which is of the same radius, and you draw a circle center 6. Make sure you use the same radius. Don't readjust your compass, or you can readjust it if you see that maybe it's faulty. You can readjust it again and try it again. But during this time, you don't readjust it. You make sure you use that same radius of the plan to draw the circles. So you have this. So the next circle, hold on, I have to make it show very well. So the next circle, take another perpendicular here, take another point of radius and draw another circle. So now, as you can see, I'm having a good succession. Don't worry, we're almost there. I'm in the 8th circle. So don't panic. Also, point 8, you draw another arc. Center point on this perpendicular 8, you draw another circle. And also, center point of perpendicular 4, with perpendicular 10, you draw another circle. Center point of perpendicular 10, draw another circle. And center point is gotten from the radius of the what? That of the plan. You can see I maintained the same radius of that of the plan. No shaking. So this is a very good succession. Almost there. Just remaining one more circle. Then we use center point, draw an arc. So we have this. Hold on, we're almost there. Then good. Now we have congratulations. This is point 3. Now I've reached step 3. Congratulations. And after doing that, you now radiate horizontal lines from each point on the plan. Yeah, you radiate horizontal lines from each point on the plan to cut the previously radiated line, perpendicular lines. So you draw lines from each point, radiate lines from each point, radiate horizontal lines from each point on the plan to pass through the previously radiated lines. So you have this, and make sure when you are drawing these lines, the line drawn from horizontal line drawn from 6, we cut the perpendicular circle center perpendicular at this point. Then also you have this, draw another horizontal lines from here. It passes through the remaining vertical lines or perpendiculars. Then also you see the points, this straight line radiated from 0.7 and 5 on the plan, cuts the circle with center perpendicular 5 at this point. Cut circle center perpendicular 5 at this point. This is circle with center perpendicular 5. This circle center perpendicular 5. Then this line cuts. Okay, let's just continue. First, just draw horizontal lines from all these points on the plan. Yeah, let's not jump. Let's make it easy. So draw horizontal lines from each point on the plan to cut the previously radiated perpendiculars. So we have this from the center, so pass through here. Then also from points 10 and 7, also draw an horizontal line from point 10 and 7 on the plan to pass or cut the remaining perpendiculars. Then also from point 11, this 10, point 10, then also from point 11 and 1, draw horizontal lines to pass through the previously perpendiculars. So note the line, note the circle with center perpendicular 5 and 7 are cut by the line drawn from 5 and 7 at the point. That means this horizontal line is drawn from 5 and 7, which is this line, cuts the circle with center perpendicular 5. This circle center perpendicular 5. Circle center perpendicular 5, yeah. So it cuts it at this point. Can you see? A line drawn from point 5 and 7 or 7 and 5 from the horizontal touches the circle center perpendicular 5 and circle center perpendicular 7 at this point, and where this circle center perpendicular 7. So you cut it at where? This point. Hope you follow. I pray you understand. So from here, draw a horizontal line. This horizontal line 8, 4, it cuts the circle center perpendicular 4 at this point. This is circle center perpendicular 4. You note, you start from here, this is center, then you have this. Start from the bottom, this is 4, then circle center perpendicular 4 cuts it, cut the line 8, 4 at this point, and also cuts the line 8, the circle center perpendicular 8 at point, which is here. You trace it from point downward, you trace the arc, then it cuts this line, that line at this point. So this curve point, this point are the cycloid. So also the horizontal line 9, 3 cuts the circle center perpendicular 3 and 9 at the point. So mark that point. So this is circle center perpendicular 3. You trace it from down from here. This is the arc 3 from the circle center perpendicular 3, and it cuts the line horizontal line 9, 3 at this point. Then horizontal line 9, 3 also cuts the circle center perpendicular 9. Circle center perpendicular 9, the arc. Then it cuts it at this point. Mark the point. Then also horizontal line 10 to cuts the horizontal line 10 to cuts the circle center perpendicular 2. The circle center perpendicular from here. Then cut it at this point, and also cuts the circle center perpendicular 10. This point 10. Then trace the arc upward. That's circle center perpendicular 10. It cuts the line 10 at this. It cuts the line 10 to at this point. Then also for 11 and 1, the horizontal line 11 and 1 cuts the circle center perpendicular 1 at this point. The circle center perpendicular 1 starts from here. Then we have center 11. It cuts the line 11 1 cuts circle center perpendicular 1 at this point, and also cuts circle center perpendicular 11 at this point. Then you mark the point. Then finally, this is point 11, and this is the arc 11. Cuts the line 11 1 at this point. Then also finally, the circle center line 0, which is also known as 12, cuts the line what? Cuts the line 12 at the point. It cuts the line. This is a 0. You can call this point 0. You can call this point 0. Then this point is also 0, 1, 2. Let us call this point 0. So it cuts the line 0 and it cuts the point. The point as 0 from the horizontal. Cuts the circle center perpendicular 12 and 0 at this point. So you mark this point. Note 0 is also equal to 12. So we count it as 12. So now to finish it, we just draw an arc. We just draw the French curve. We join all these points together. So that's how we have our cycloid. Just join all these points together, then you have your cycloid. So we have this. Join these points together, then we have our cycloid. So we have this. Then we have this. Then we also have this and this. Then finally, to finish the work, you have this. So we have this. So thank you for participating today. I really appreciate it. And if you like this drawing, comment on the section. You can also sign up for my CD on www.ajayimanuel6m.com. Thank you.